Yeah. Sorry about the delay, y'all. It's a great day. It's a great day, y'all. Just celebrating my 9th year anniversary. Click it up for the missus. Click it up for me. You know what I'm saying? Life is crazy. So even with all the madness with the Browns, life is crazy. This is why I got to get better. So I got to get better. But yeah, shout out to the missus. We made it 9 years married, almost 18 years total together. In 2 years, on our 11-year anniversary, we've been together 2 decades. That's crazy. But it's fire, man. Had to shout out the missus at the top of the show. We're going to get into these Browns. I still think this defense is a problem. We're going to pull up Quincy Carrier today, one of my favorite analysts to watch. He takes this stuff very serious. He pays attention. I'm hitting the like button right now on the video we about to tune into. Um, I'm interested to see what he has to say. He always like breaks things down in an interesting way. I'm gonna just piggyback off of that, man. Salute Quincy Carrier. Salute all the Browns fans. We've been tuned in, tapped in. Y'all been showing up, man. Keep getting in the comments. Keep chopping it up. We build, we network, and we love this team. And some of them major platforms is, I feel like, letting us down with how they talking, man. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring up Quincy Carrier, man. And yeah, now I don't know, I don't condone the gambling, but I'm gonna run homie's channel straight
Brought to
through
you
so he can
by
get over.
Prize Picks. We've talked a lot during this offseason about how good we think the Browns roster is. So that's what I want to do today. Today, I'm going to go through the defensive side of the roster,
Let's do
and
it,
I'm going
Q.
to rank each player in a
Let's do
tier
it.
list to kind of parse out how many players of
Shout out to his dog check tier. I really like being somebody who studied this game and studying these spaces, and I got like 7 channels of different things. I really do like how Q really shout out his supporters and keep them locked in, keep them engaged, and keep the business flowing.
what caliber do we think we have on the roster. Now, some things to get out the way before we get started. The category I'm going to place that player in is not me saying this is what I think their career will be, just what I think by the end of the season, the category they're going to be in. So if somebody that you think has all pro potential is put in starter plus starter or something like that, don't freak out. It doesn't mean I don't think they're going to be not going to be an all pro player at some point. It's just this early in their career, this is where I have them ranked. Let's go through the tiers too before we get into this. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiers here. At the top, we have future Hall of Famer. This is somebody who is only 5 years away from being in the Hall of Fame. They have nothing else to achieve. They can literally retire and walk into Canton whenever they choose, given the 5-year deadline. Then you have All Pro. This is reserved for players who I think will play on a all pro caliber level. I don't in a better than average starter. You're not all pro yet, but you're definitely a player that people recognize, right? Like you're not underrated. You're not all pro, but you're
Having some technical difficulties. We're gonna see what happened, man.
Is valuable and worth a contract to your team. You have starters, somebody you're just fine with being out there. Small doses, people who need to stick to roles or just doing things in small doses. And then you have practice squad / cut, which is self-evident. These are players who would end up in the practice squad or cut. So that's the table that we're setting. Before we jump into it, I got to thank my sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a fun way to earn cash while you watch your favorite teams. No complex betting rules, just pick. Quincy Juckins, I have over 975. Browns improved line. I think the run game is going to be better with it. Chase Brown, under 900 yards. Joe Burrow equals less rushing yards, usually for the Bengals offense. Mark Andrews, more than 475 yards. Lamar's going to need a safety blanket. Check to see if Prize Picks is available in your state. You could follow me on the app at Quinn_C to see all my lineups. Download the Prize Picks app today. Play $5, get $50 in lineup to download the app using the link in the description. So first up, we have to rank, and it's probably going to be the highest ranking here, Denzel Ward. I've been pretty consistent on this one. I don't know if Denzel, like off the top of my head, has made any all-pro teams, but Denzel to me plays at an all-pro caliber level. When you talk to wide receivers about
I gotta
who
agree
the
with
best
that.
wide receivers in football are, Denzel Ward's name comes up more than most. He is in the conversation for best at his position. He is a high caliber player, one of the best, somebody that you feel comfortable leaving on the island with the best of the best, right? And I think that's what separates somebody who's just regular good to somebody who is on that caliber, that all-pro caliber. Is like when you have elite talent across from you, generational talent like Jamar Chase, and you put Denzel Ward on him. Are you worried about that? Do you feel like you need to give him help, or do you think that he can handle that, right? The same goes for an edge rusher, right? When they're going up against Laramie Tunsil, do you feel good about that matchup one-on-one, or do you think that they need help? You know what I mean? Like the big dogs, the all-pros, they get it done no matter what. And that's what Denzel Ward is. And now that there's no Myles, obviously, to occupy that future Hall of Fame tier, he's probably the best player on this defense, pound for pound.
Probably
we're also doing special teams here. So I believe this is Andre Schmidt. I got him at starter. Good year last year. I don't know if he's going to be able to replicate it. If he does replicate it, then we can start to move him up. But I think he'll be somewhere in starter, and we'll be happy with that. Corey Bojorquez was a plus level starter guy. I think he's going to be back at starter. Like, he's a fine starting punter in the NFL. The things that bother me with Corey Bojorquez's game, his short game is terrible. Like, if you are backed up on your own 10 and you need somebody to just punch a ball to the other 20, Corey Bojorquez is your man. If you are punting the ball on the 40 and you need to drop it within the 20 to pin the team back, Corey Bojorquez got nothing for you, right? So his short game is trash. And unfortunately for a punter, I feel like your short game is more important because you're going to be in situations where your short game matters more often than you're going to be in situations where your long game matters. So, really want to see an improvement for him in those situations. It's been rough. But if he does show that improvement, we could put him back at plus level starter. And I like right now with the special teams that these guys are both a season away from being plus level guys, which if you're on the trajectory that the Browns are, right, trying to be a good defensive team, a run-oriented team, and win that way, you're going to need plus level special teams. So on the right track, two young guys who could easily jump up to plus level starter. But right now, with what we've seen, I have to put him at regular starter. All right, Carson Schlesinger. I know for a fact that he's not going to go lower than All-Pro. Than Pro Bowl, my bad. He could sneak up there to All-Pro at the end of this season. I'm going to put him at the very top of Pro Bowl. I think he'll be right on the cusp of being an All-Pro player by the end of this year. And then by year 3, he will definitely be an All-Pro player. But right now, I think he'll be up to Pro Bowl, right? I think that's going to be where he lands at the end of the season. Highest caliber that you could be, really close to All-Pro, but still at Pro Bowl. Last year, he was just so good, man. Like, it's hard not to get carried away with him. I'm going to try not to, just because, like, I want to be fair to Carson Schlesinger, but he's like, I think he's so close to being an All-Pro caliber player. I think he makes an argument you know what, I'm putting him in All-Pro. I think he's going to be All-Pro.
Yeah.
If you could legitimately made the argument that Carson Schlesinger was an All-Pro caliber player last year. Like, no joke, right? He didn't become an All-Pro player because, again, the people who vote they vote like Bobby Wagner and Roquan Smith, All-Pro linebacker all the time. And those are like the two guys in the NFL where it's like, oh, you just know names. So you voted for Bobby Wagner in Roquan Smith like it's 2018 again, right? But Carson Schlesinger, man, his game is just so smooth. He's so athletic. He's not fazed by anything. He's going to get more responsibility this year, right, with this defense. Probably going to be in coverage a little bit more often. I'm excited to see how he handles that because he did it well at UCLA. And then when he gets out in space, he's just special. The only thing that I think could slow him down is if the Browns defensive line takes a step back because they don't have Myles, and more offensive linemen are able to get to him on the second level, and it slows down his production. Last year, because again, everybody was just so freaked out about Myles, especially as he got close to that sack record. He really got a lot of free lanes that were a little unusual for linebackers to get. We'll see if he gets that same amount this year with a different defensive line. It's not like the Browns defensive line is terrible. You know what I mean? Like, there's still going to be a very good defensive lines. That's why I think I'm comfortable putting him at all pro. So. But there is that to look out for. If there is something that kind of that gets to a sophomore slump with him, that would be it. All right, let's go to Grant Delpit. Grant Delpit is like the poster child of this tier right here. He is the perennial plus level starter. Like, is Grant Delpit going to be one of the best 2 or 3 players on your defense? No. And if he is, you're in trouble, right? But is Grant Delpit going to be a valuable piece to your team, like a player that you love to plug in a lot of different places? Somebody who, if they get injured, you start to feel it, right? Like, that's exactly what Grant Delpit is. A very valuable piece. He's better than a regular starter. Right?
Hold up, Q. I got to give him a little more juice. Pause. When we go against tight ends that are elite top tier, they disappear against Delpit. So I feel you on the, I don't know if he Pro Bowl, but I feel like he got robbed from a Pro Bowl because our team wasn't good, but he was shutting tight ends down. Like, he ain't made, like, it would be cool, like, if he could shut down well-known tight ends and well-known slots. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whoever in front of him over there in that alley. But as of right now, Q. Like, but I feel like he got robbed from the Pro Bowl last year, so I guess I can't argue with you because you got him at plus.
Harder to replace than a regular starter. Like, he is the guy who is really worth $9 to $15 million. Like, you get that guy under contract for $9 to $15 million a year, you're super happy with that, right? Not quite a Pro Bowler, not consistent enough with his playmaking to be a Pro Bowler. Has some years in his career which he certainly threatened, and I think he has made the Pro Bowl before. So, like, capable of getting there, but usually not a Pro Bowl level player, but very good player. Malik Collins. I don't know why I kept calling him that in the other video. Malik Collins, last year he was a plus starter. I'm going to say he probably drops off a little bit to a regular starter this year. It was such an aberration what he was able to do defensively last year that I can't imagine he keeps up that same pace. The defense is going to change a little bit. It's still going to be aggressive on the defensive line, but again, the reality is some people's production is going to drop here because Myles isn't there. Some people are going to have the production go up because there's more opportunity. Other people are not going to have the same opportunities because Myles is no longer there to take up all the attention of the defensive line. You look at a lot of Malik Collins sacks from last year. Those were sacks that he got because people were just like over-rotating to Myles Garrett, right? Without that there, I don't think he gets almost 7 sacks like he got to last year. And I think somebody like Mason Graham, Alex Wright, and Mike Hall, I think they're going to step up, have bigger years, which means there's going to be less food for Malik Collins to get there. Still a good player, still somebody who's helpful, but I do think we saw the best effort of his career here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of a fall off after that. Let's go Mason Graham here. I think Mason Graham's going to be pretty comfortably in Pro Bowl by the end of the season. I thought he was really working his way up to that tier by the end of last season. Showed some flashes of being an all-pro caliber player by that season. Now, I think it's possible that Mason could be here into all-pro by the end of the year, but again, take it slow. Just get to Pro Bowl this year. I think he should have had like 6.5 sacks last year, but he didn't claim them. He didn't do a good job of letting people know that was his sack to have. He's a really good player. Showed some flashes of being an elite pass rusher at the defensive tackle position and a really, really strong run defender. He's one of those rare defensive tackles that can get you 700 to 800 snaps and be very productive as a pass rusher. Those guys just don't come around very often. So very valuable piece to this team's future. Somebody I can see getting into that Pro Bowl tier this year. Alex Wright is, I think I might put Alex Wright at plus level.
I feel bad. I got Graham at Pro Bowl just because.
About lightweight. I think plus level starter for an edge, good amount of pressures, 7 sacks. I think that's what Alex Wright could do for you. 5 to 7 sacks. I would put that in plus level there. I think he's been waiting for the opportunity. He hasn't really gotten the opportunity. So I think now that he's in the position to get an opportunity because of all the moves that the Browns made in the offseason, that he's going to be able to benefit from that. Mike Hall, again, another guy I'm going to put in plus level starter. Mike Hall is interesting, right? Because last year he was in small doses. I'm going to say he's going to jump up to starter this year. Real interest to see what he looks like with a full offseason behind him. It's his third year in the league, but each year he's had his offseason disrupted. His rookie year, it was disrupted by a domestic violence case.
Hold up, Q. I need Mike Hall the ball. And I'm gonna shoot him some bail because he did get injured and he had to rehab. And when you rehab and you ain't really getting better, like you don't lose a ton, but you ain't getting better and you ain't getting that real live action. But when you can play in that real live action, that don't really matter. You just got to get well enough to play again. I need Mike Hall, and this is what I'm saying. This is one of the things that I love about this team this year. You got that old State on that D line. You got that Michigan on that D line. Y'all don't think that they got some inner pride? Yeah, they came together. But you don't know what they talking about in the locker room? Bruh, man, like this team is set up with the perfect amount of inner team competition and rivalries. Just between just bringing Mason Graham there with all them old State cats, man. He want to outshine them. And he played the last of the season with the broken ribs. Like, I don't know. I'm hype on Mason, bro. I'm hype on Mason
Got into
Graham.
it, got him put on the commissioner example list. His second year in the league, his offseason got disrupted because of his meniscus injury and his weird elongated recovery from that took like deep into the regular season for him to come back from. Now he's not injured. He has a full offseason. He had a full spring under his belt. He should be able to come back in training camp and add to that. And when he played a lot in his rookie year, he had a 17.5 pass rush run rate, which would put him in plus starter if he's able to maintain that throughout the year. But right now, I'm just looking for him to stay healthy and produce. So I'd be happy with Mike Hall being in starter for this year. All right, Tyson Campbell. I think Tyson's going to be plus level starter. I do think we're going to have points of the year where we get pretty frustrated with Tyson Campbell. We really didn't get that experience last year, but if you look at like every year of Tyson Campbell's career, there's been things where it's like, oh, he gets beat on double moves a lot. He doesn't have great ball skills. That didn't really get tested last year when he came to Cleveland. I do think this year it's going to get tested. So I think we're going to see more of the holes in his game this year than we saw last year.
Tyson
still going to be a good player, a quality starter, somebody who's capable of making some big plays here or there.
Listen, Tyson Hall, he has the ball. That other cornerback, he has the ball, or this defense is not going to be crazy. Like, either it's so many scenarios with this. He has the ball though. That's gonna help the safety come. He still ain't even playing yet. I'm still looking for the rook. But either way, they just got the safety from O State. I think they're gonna have him run the free because they always had Delpit run the more so the strong safety, even though they calling it all this, that, and the third, and sometimes they running three safeties. I get it, but Tyson Campbell has the ball, and I think we need at least five. We need 5 interceptions from you, bro, and we need 2 of them in their divisions. In their divisions, they got to be against division opponents. Am I tripping? Man? But no, we need good performance from him, so that Delpit can do all that tight end shutdown stuff he do. Hopefully he can do some more slot shutdown stuff, but he might not have to if the rook can handle the slot and you handle that and ride in the free safety from O State back there, Hickman. I think we got something. I think we got a tight end shutdowner. We got a slot receiver shutdowner. Both of them big body. This 4-4 defense we about to run is about to be ridiculous because in front of them is going to be Jared Verse and Alex Wright. They got to be able to hold the edge by now. They're going to play. We're going to see, man. It's going to be fun.
But also like somebody who's capable of frustrating you a little bit. So, yeah, I would put him in plus starter. Ronnie Hickman, I think, is like the poster child for a starting quality player, right? He's a quality starter. You put him out there, he can play free safety. He's not going to be spectacular, but he's going to make plays this year. He's a starting caliber player. Jared Verse, I think this is a real interesting conversation. I'm going to put him in Pro Bowl. That's pretty much where he's been throughout his career. He's been a Pro Bowl caliber player. Can he get to All Pro? I don't know. Part of that's because like the conversation for edge all pros is so much more crowded than the other positions that I put there, right? Like Denzel Ward's in the conversation for some of the best corner play in the NFL. Carson Schlesinger's in that conversation for best linebacker in the NFL. Jared Verse is really good, and you can argue pound for pound, he's just as good at his position as like a Denzel Ward or Carson Schlesinger. It's just the ceiling at edge to be all pros is so much higher than other positions. There's so much talent across the NFL.
I'm okay with him not getting super duper all pro as long as he holding his edge down, making plays. You know what I'm saying? Dictating to the offense. You're not coming over here. You're not running over here. I got some of the flat too. I'm like, as long as he making plays over there on that edge where he supposed to be, that's all I need, man. And I need everybody on Twitter go ahead and hit the repost, reshare this. Browns fans unite, man. It's a great year.
At all pro to be able to make a all pro team at edge is very difficult. And if I'm judging what all pro caliber edge play looks like off of Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson, Will Campbell, the best of the best of Micah Parsons, I don't think that Jared Verse's game is at that point yet, or it's going to get to that point by the end of this year. Maybe in the future for him that happens. Certainly he has the potential for it, but I think this year he probably sticks in Pro Bowl, and that's probably where he stays. Quincy Williams, I'm going to put him pretty easily here at plus level starter. I think he's going to be a fun player. He's going to make a lot of plays for this football team.
I thought he was, hold up. I thought he was all pro. I saw some of the tape. I thought he was supposed to be a Pro Bowler. You got him at plus level starter. Interesting, Q. I'm thinking him and Schlesinger. I'm like, he gotta be good at least good as Bush. If not, I got him a little from the tape I saw. I got him a little higher than, because I think Bush the contract year, and then they like going down the stretch. Like I don't know, they was trying to get Miles Sacks. I don't know. They weren't really trying to. I don't know. They knew they weren't gonna make the play. It was crazy. It was crazy. But I was higher. I'm higher on Quincy. I'm higher on him. Maybe you just mad that y'all got the same name. Q, that ain't right.
We're gonna enjoy having Quincy Williams on this team. It's gonna be real fun to watch. All right, Aiden Huntington, not Hutchinson. I think he's gonna be great in small doses. I'll put him in small doses here. Isaiah McGuire, I'll put him at starter. I think he's going to play starting quality football. He's been a fun guy, really good run defender when he's out there. The pressures are there for him, but the sack numbers aren't. Again, I'll be interested to see if that's something he can capitalize on, but definitely a starting caliber player. All right, let's go to some of these linebackers that we have. This is Chris Edmonds. They have him at safety and at linebacker. He was a practice squad player last year. I think he upgrades to small doses this year. This is Easton Mascaris Arnold. Probably practice squad. Bookie Watson, probably practice squad. Winston Reed, I think he's pretty easy. Let's put him in small doses. Sam Kamara is like a fun one to talk about because he's been fighting for his life on this team for a long time. But he's always on the team. Trey Avery, small doses. I think he'll be fine in small doses. That Dom Jones? I think that's Dom Jones. Let's put Dom Jones on practice squad. D'Angelo Ross, probably on practice squad. I'm not really in love with our corner room. Miles Harden, small doses. I think that's fair enough for him. Emmanuel McNeil Warren, I'm going to put him at, I expect him this year to be a plus level starter. I think he has all pro rookie of the year potential, though. Defensive rookie of the year potential.
Me too.
Logan Fano, we're going to put him in practice squad. And Justin Jefferson, the linebacker, probably going to be in small doses this year. So that is the grades,
I think
tier list ranking for the defense. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Y'all have a great day. Have an even better night. Peace.
Thank you, Q, man. Thank you for the good work you do, Q, man. Appreciate this whole thorough breakdown and all that. We see it similar. I feel like the people I'm high on, you got a tier lower, and the people you low on, I got a tier higher. That's how I go. Football can be like that a little bit, but man, we're looking at a whole new defense. These other teams got to see how they want to attack our defense, and that gives us the advantage because how they're going to want to attack the defense is using their weapons, and then we get the shape and mold. That's I don't know. I think this defense is good. I think it's versatile. I think you adding with the Warren, I think you adding a Delpit like, but not against the run and against the tight end. I think it's gonna be more so against the pass playmaking, and then in the back half, like helping Ronnie and the two corners out. And I think you're gonna see. I don't know, man. I'm hype. I'm hype, man. Get in the comment section, man. Let me know. Am I the only? Am I tripping? 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 I don't know. I could be tripping, but hype for this Browns year, especially with the offense, especially with Shador getting practice, getting reps. You know what I'm saying? Shador actually getting reps. Seeing some of the clips coming out, being hype on some of the rookies. Just hope they really in shape and hope that they can. Good thing we got Cleveland Clinic. We got the nutrition. So if them rookies are serious, I think they're gonna be healthy. I think they're gonna get a chance to ball. I think the division is in a topsy turvy. Gotta have Cincy ahead right now with them coming back so healthy, and then Baltimore. It's it's tough to have us, but I got us with a lot of dubs. I don't know, man. About man, like, share, subscribe. Everybody is in here. Please hit the square button. Repost. Browns fans unite. Hype about the year. Just ran through the defense. I do still think they will be a top 10 defense. Granted, it's 30 teams. That's top 1/3. It could be 8 other defenses, but I think losing Myles Garrett, if they can still manage to be a top 10, even top 7, don't let them still be a top 5 defense. Just look crazy or it look different. Schlesinger out there, Denzel Ward out there. We got some key pieces in places that can really manipulate an offense and take away some things. Because like if you got a great receiver, we take him away with Denzel Ward, but you're gonna go to the tight end and we got Delpit for that. But you're gonna go to your second receiver. Hopefully the other corner, Neil Warren, can handle that. If you trying to run, you ain't supposed to be able to run against this defense. From what I'm looking at on paper, Jared Verse out there, Schlesinger out there, Quincy Williams out there, the linebacker. And I do think the linebackers will be versatile this year and play in the pass game too. I gotta get out of here, man. I could talk. Look, man. Happy anniversary, man. I got up early to do this video before I start doing family things, anniversary things, man. 9 years today, officially. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Even without Myles Garrett, can this Browns defense be top 10? What y'all think, man?
Welcome to Real McCoy TV, where faith intertwines with daily life, empowering us to inspire positive change. Our mission is not just to share our story, but to uplift our community and celebrate authentic tales of faith and family. Journey with us and witness Cleveland's vibrant sports scene alongside heartwarming church events and cherished family moments, all showcasing our shared values. New content graces your screens every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday evenings, making it easy to engage with us on this enlightening adventure. We invite you to be part of the Real McCoy experience. Whether you wish to call in, join discussions, or collaborate, your voice matters. Plus, support our mission through Cash App, GoFundMe, or Patreon. Together, we create a thriving community of faith and support where every contribution counts.